What's up, guys? Erasable Crab here. Welcome back to another episode of our Horizon Zero Dawn Let's Play. Picking up right where we left off. This is episode 10. There's new quests that we could go after in Meridian. There is also a main quest to go after Olin, but Lonesome Rock is right there. So we are going to activate that quest. I want to do that before we go after Olin, since it's on the way. And then we discovered a Thunderjaw, which is not something we want to mess with, that's for sure. And then it'll save me some steps, so I will fast travel this way. I know the last part was a little bit longer, and don't expect every part to be like an hour and 15 minutes. That was just because I didn't want 20 minutes of the video to be just running to Meridian and then just ending it there. I wanted to actually explore Meridian and get through some of that, some of the merchants and side quests to figure out where my plan was going to be for this episode. But that said, we do need to hunt foxes at some point, because foxes will give us fox skin, and with fox skin we can get the golden fast travel pack, and then I don't have to worry about the usage of my fast travel packs. So this is Lonesome Rock.
If it's a trap, I might need to go in quiet.
Yeah. So this is basically like a bandit camp. But with a specific goal of finding a specific person.
Seems like an ordinary outpost.
But it is not.
Hold, Outlander! What are you doing here?
Hunting. I've been tracking a sawtooth for the better part of a day.
Well, you must have lost the scent, because we haven't seen any around here. Now be on your way, and quickly.
Well, they don't want to talk, so let's see if they're hiding something.
She's snooping around. Wrap her up and tie her down, boys.
That's your first mistake, thinking that you can outdo me. I am fighting back. You're the one that's losing. How did my Tripcaster get equipped? Did I take down the strongest guy first? Because that was actually really smart if I did. I was trying to do that damage free, but this guy may get a hit in on us. Albeit, I'll make sure that it's only one.
Chains in the cart. Not just chains. Manacles. They were moving prisoners somewhere.
Go ahead and heal. The cart has tracks we can follow. These guys have loot I can get. Oops. There we go. Search that supply crate. But as I said in the last video, most of these parts are pre-recorded. Actually, up to this point, all of them are, except episode 2 that was recorded a while ago, which, as I'm recording this, part 2 just released yesterday. So I am getting ahead in this series a little bit, just because I know it's not everyone's bread and butter, and they, you know, some people aren't going to want to see it, but nonetheless, I'm going to play the game because I enjoy it, and that's my goal of this channel, is not only to focus on Battles 2, but also do some Let's Plays of some games I like to play other than Battles 2, because as much fun as Battles 2 is, it is not a game I can play all the time.
Tracks lead to that compound. Maybe Nakoa's inside.
So maybe if, I'm surprised that worked. Maybe if I'm taking a break from Battles 2, I can kind of focus on doing whatever Let's Play I am currently doing at that time.
Don't get ideas.
Because sometimes I don't get in the mood to record Battles 2.
Sounds like Nakoa's here. And I'm
But
gonna have to cut through these guards to get to her.
I also want to upload more frequently.
Boss told me to hide in my shack when the buyers come. It's because you stink embarrasses them, you bum. Maybe swim in a creek once in a while.
I see something!
Take these guys out. And I don't think there's any real way to do this without getting caught. These guys are strong, though. I need to be using my stronger arrows. We're gonna spend the shards to craft them. That guy almost one-shot me. We're gonna be spending extra shards to craft them. We might as well use them. There you go, get wrecked, noob. I will not.
Get down or get shot!
Headshot.
See them. They can't see you.
For right now, that is the case.
I see him.
Yeah!
I was hoping to critical strike that guy. Or sorry, silent strike that guy. Pretty much same difference because you need the critical hit to actually pull that off. I feel like it's so OP because if they're questioning where you are, you can just call them. But like in real life, if you knew about where somebody was and you heard them whistling like that, you would know exactly where they were. And if you're smart, you wouldn't just go running towards them. So there is a track to follow. I mean, they did a unconsiderable amount of our health. Looks like there are also blood stains along this path. But we can heal. So we know that Nakoa is in there. Now we just have to find an entrance, which looks like it'd be right here. Actually, no, that is not the entrance. It's right there. I'm a dummy.
Prisoners. Nakoa? Jan sent me. Look, we can talk more once we get everyone out of this pit.
Jan sent you? I don't believe it. Well, I guess one of his prayers finally worked.
I've got the key.
I'll help the others. Let's go.
Alright, so now we have to escape the compound. I'm assuming there's gonna be more enemies.
I knew you were going to be
There's
trouble,
Avad,
girl,
of course.
but you'll make it worth our while in the end.
The end is now, Zaid. For you and your men.
Headshot that guy, headshot that guy. Missed that shot unintentionally. land 2 headshots and then I can't aim. Are you sure about that? Because from where I'm standing, it doesn't look like you got a hit on me. Whatsoever. Oh, you want to pull out the heavy weaponry? How about I get precise arrows and take you out from a distance? That was easy for a boss fight. More like a mini boss fight. So that takes care of Zaid. He won't be an issue anymore.
You gave him a quicker death than he deserved.
My father was a hunter. He taught me every animal deserves a clean kill.
How did Zaid come to run a ring of slavers?
All the scum you just killed, they butchered for Zaid during the Red Raids. The new Sun King kicked them out of the army, but Zaid managed to lie his way out of trouble, then saw a new way to make a shard, putting his grunts to work here.
How did Zaid capture you?
I tried to get him at Day Tower, but he caught me, then let me go so he could have his men grab me later.
And after?
Said he was gonna sell me into slavery like the other poor bastards that came through here week to week. But he took his time, kicked me around whenever he stopped by. Guess me trying to kill him hurt his pride.
You've been through a lot.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Zaid's dead. I was ready to go through anything to make that happen. And I did.
Well, I mean, I gave you a lot of help, so you could at least acknowledge that.
What are you gonna do now?
The others were in that cellar for months. The more run down they got, the harder it was for Zaid to sell them. They need food, rest, and hope. I'll take them to Meridian and tend to them.
You're not even going to try to go back? What about Jan?
The matriarchs won't let me back. Even if they would, I wouldn't go. They can burn for all I care. As for Jan, I know a way to get word to him. I'll miss that runt. But at least he'll know I'm safe.
Time for me to go.
Look, I don't even know your story. It must be a good one if they gave you the mark of a seeker. If you ever feel like telling it, look me up in Meridian. I'll be there until the others get back up on their feet. Until then, thank you for helping me cut this rot from the world. I don't know. Maybe now I can put Zaid behind me and remember my father as I should.
Alright, so obviously the best thing...
As soon as the others
I
ready,
didn't
we'll
mean
head
to
for
do
Meridian. Thanks again for all
I
your
want
help.
to loot Zaid's body. The best thing you can do in this situation would have been to take Zaid out first, and then all of his men, you could take them out with the Fire Striker, the heavy weapon that Zaid was the main possessor of. Obviously you don't have to do it that way. I proved that by the way I did it, but I also took a lot more damage. My thing is just with the heavy weapons in general, you take a lot of damage because you move so slowly with them. I believe there is a skill that you can make moving with them faster. I just don't think it's worth it. We don't have heavy weaponry enough to really have that effective. Part of that's discovered. I must have went around that to Meridian, because I feel like if I was on the path I would have discovered all that. But with that said, it looks like we can just hop along. There's snap moths there, but Oh, they're like right there. I was gonna say we might have a shortcut instead of having to go around, and that may still be true. If I can get around a place and kind of parkour my way.
Wet. But I tan this leather well. It'll keep.
If it makes it quicker to get somewhere, I will usually kind of cheese some parkour in order to get there, because there's, you know, more dangerous things on our way. But I might just be able to go around this way. Actually, yeah, it looks like I can go this way, no problem. Let's craft more of these hardpoint arrows. I have to be conservative of them. Is that a rat? It is. I forget that there's rat in this game. I don't even know if you need the meat that comes from rats. Probably not, because I always forget about them. But that looks like where we're heading. And those are scrappers who are directly in our way. Actually, yeah, let's highlight the track. So they just go around in circles. So I can just get to this tall grass.
No one else will die because of them.
And then this one here comes right where I am. But it doesn't look like that's in conjunction with the other guy. So I'm hoping the other guy's totally gonna see me do this. Unless maybe I'm quick about it. Maybe I can lure this guy over here. Because he kind of saw me. But scrappers are a lot easier to kill than they make it seem. Even in the early game, as long as you are stealthy and you sneak up on them using this combination, you can easily take out scrappers.
That was worth it.
I feel like the game makes it seem a lot more difficult than it actually is to hunt scrappers in the early game. But now that we're like level 17, we're more accustomed to it, obviously. So we know what to do. And that's a fox. I need the drops from you. The turkey, not necessarily, but it's right there. We can get it. I really want to get that golden fast travel pack, but I don't want to make that a main priority. Are those enemies? They are. Just walking in the middle. That guy didn't even notice. I just took out his partner with a headshot, and he just did not notice. He just kept walking forward. That is crazy. But now we're on the actual path that we need to take to actually get cracking on with this main quest and find Olin. So it looks like the excavation site starts right here. Probably best to sneak around. I see two guys coming in.
Should have brought a cart.
Does that mean I can't carry something? Oh, it's just health potions. I'm not too concerned about those. So, it looks like we have to go that way. I thought maybe it was more on this side. Which I guess it technically is. This is always bigger of a quest than it looks. There's Olin. Are they trying to figure out how to bring the corruptor back to life?
To bring these ancient things back to life.
Their power serves us.
Machine demons from beneath the ground. It's a nightmare.
Nightmares, yes. The worst dreams of our enemies come true. Yes, rise!
For catching him alone.
These things will destroy us all!
They will only destroy our enemies and bring us back the lands that were
My focus. Stop working.
Search the area. We may have intruders.
Forgive this intrusion, Aloy. You left me no choice.
Who is this?
An interested party. Now their focuses are disabled, but I don't know for how long. The rest is up to you.
Who is this?
So that's interesting. Corruptors are like the last enemies I want to deal with at this stage in the game. Especially out in the open. I mean, if you fire any shot, you're probably just gonna get caught. So... of course I miss. I'd rather take the corruptors out first.
Kill her!
No, you had your chance.
Does that mean Olin's gonna help us? Because that's the last person I want help from. After what all he's done to us. Don't want to get backed in a corner by a corruptor again, but that's exactly what seems to be happening. If you guys saw on one of the other episodes, I just completely got backed into a corner by a corruptor, and there was nothing I could do about it. It was on the way to Meridian. I may be underprepared for this. But our armor being able to resist fire, albeit just a little bit, that helps us a lot. Especially for situations like this, where our enemy's main source of damage is fire. I should probably be using the sharp shot bow for this. So let me switch to that. It's just slow firing. But especially on these corruptors, that did a lot more damage than if I were just using the hardpoint arrows. I really want to get rid of just the enemies in general before taking out the corruptors. But the corruptors are annoying because they'll throw boulders at us and stuff. Best thing with this is to take each corruptor out one at a time. This is a case where if we had Terror Blast arrows, we can knock those components off of the corruptor. Out of ammo. Gotta craft more. Let's jump on this. I wish this fired faster. I mean, albeit for high accuracy. I feel like it fires just a little slower than it should. Why does that keep happening? I swear I'm never on the tripcast. I might be hitting tab by accident. Or maybe when I'm going to switch weapons, I'm pressing something a little too fast. But I mean, just come on. These corruptors are way too strong. Like, this is a good bow. They should not be doing as much damage as they are, in my opinion. Corruptor is just way too strong. You gotta hit its weak spots. They're so hard to get. That one's a little bit easier. I am out of medicinal herbs in the pouch, though. Just, would you? There. Gosh. And then we have a human down there. I guess that some help from Olin is fine. If he could take the corruptor out, that would be nice. But I don't think he's gonna do that. So hard to see sometimes, but I also love it because it's a little more realistic in terms of lighting. I need to drink a health potion. If you guys were wondering why I saved some health potions, this is why. For situations like this. You're not always going to have medicinal herbs, but you can try to at least. That guy is going to be the death of me. Let's take care of that right now. The corruptor isn't even a real problem. It was that guy getting me. And setting me on fire. That was the problem. I don't want to just jump down, but it looks like that's the quickest way. I have health potions, so I'll use them. With that said, let's craft ammo before I forget to. I probably could have made use of the trip caster or just something a little bit better. I could have had a better approach as well, but at the end of the day,
Yeah.
we got the objective done.
I promise. I'll tell you everything.
I know you will. The killers who came for me at the Proving, who are they?
The Eclipse. Some kind of holy warriors. A cult of the Shadow Carja.
Shadow Carja?
Except they're not like any Carja I've known. They don't pray to the sun. They worship some kind of devil.
I'm not interested in their superstitions.
Oh, it's not a superstition. Their devil is real. It has a name, a voice, the most terrible voice, and they do its bidding.
You say this devil, the Eclipse worship, has a name?
Hades. That's what they call it.
Hades. And you've heard it speak?
Steel to my soul, I heard. Just once, when it saw you. Such a voice. A cold, awful jangle. It scrapes your bones. It hollows your guts. A metal sound, but like nothing dug from the earth or smelted in a forge.
And what did it say?
System threat detected. Just 3 words. But in the voice of a devil.
What are these Eclipse cultists after, besides me?
They never said. But given the Carja civil war, they must want to overthrow Sun King Avad and take Meridian back.
What do I have to do with that?
I don't know.
When they attacked the Proving, a man came for me. Tall, strong, dead eyes.
Healers.
And who is he?
The terror of the sun. Stacker of corpses, we Osram called him, when he was the Mad Sun King's champion. If only he'd died with his king. But now he leads the Eclipse. I tell you, he's the most dangerous man alive.
How did the Eclipse recruit you? I know they took your family hostage, but why you?
I was a scrounger, a rummager in dark places, good at what I do. I suppose they knew I would serve them well as a scout. I had taken a delve near Maker's End. When I surfaced, they were waiting. I laughed when I saw the priest, but then he showed me Helis's encouragement. I didn't laugh after that. They gave me a focus to watch my every move. I followed orders.
You had access to Meridian. Why didn't they get to Avad through you?
Too much dirt under my nails for an audience with the one true Sun King. But whatever Ursa or Erend told me, the Eclipse heard every word through my focus. That's why I couldn't warn you. If I'd tried, they would have killed my family.
Why are the Eclipse digging up ancient machines? And how do they get them to work?
I thought they wanted them for scrap, but they brought them back to life. Plugged some kind of device into the corpses so that Hades could whisper to them and call them from their grave.
I've fought that kind of machine before. Are there others?
Yes, the ones you fought today they called corruptors, but there are others, much bigger, bristling with ancient weapons. Those they call Deathbringers. I've only seen them buried in the ground, but after today, anything is possible.
Sounds to me like they're raising an army.
If so, the world will fall. And I helped dig the pit.
The Eclipse were sent to kill me because I look like another woman. Older, maybe twice my age, short hair. Who is she?
I don't know. My focus found her image once, in the ruins at Maker's End. Maybe you can find her there.
You found her image in the ruins? How?
There was a door. Beside it, a kind of ancient device that contained the woman's image. My focus recorded the location. You do look like her. Is she your mother?
I'm the one asking questions. I've heard enough. It's time to finish this.
I won't beg for my life. But if there's any mercy in you, free my family. Please.
Where would I find them?
My focus recorded the location. There are always guards there. You look like you can handle yourself.
All this time I tracked you down. I thought this decision would be simple. It's not. Your role in events was coerced. Perhaps you're not an evil man. Just a weak one.
I am. The only strength I ever found in this life was my family.
Death is what you've earned. And yet...
I know what I deserve, Aloy. You shouldn't hesitate.
It will take many good deeds to make up for the crimes you've committed.
You're sparing me? After all I've done?
Yes. Forge a new life, Olin. One of better make.
then the rest of my life will be lived in your debt.
Go to the place where your family is being held and wait for me. We'll make their lives the first ones you save.
I didn't earn this mercy, but I will die to make myself worthy of it. I will be waiting for you.
So I decided to let Olin go there. I've made the opposite decision in other playthroughs I've done, but I feel like Olin didn't really know what he was getting into, and he had earned the right motive, so that's why I let him go. I feel like that's the least he's deserved after all I feel like that's what he deserved after all he's been through. He didn't come in with ill intentions, but then it kind of turned into it. Not a ledge I can get up. So I'm allowing him to roam free. We have a lot of resources, as well as some treasure boxes, some collectibles, and some skill points, which we will get hoarder because I always want more resources. And you know what? I didn't even notice that till now. The color of this. I believe you only have these 3 skills if you have the DLC. So I'm not gonna change anything. I will be keeping them. And even if I went back, I'd still be using them. So that is a far distance to travel, especially on foot. There's a merchant there. I think we should meet up with Erend. Is that an... that's for Olin. Is that a main quest? Oh, it is a main quest. I did not think that was a main quest. I thought that was always a side quest, but nope, it's a main quest. So we'll go after that, which will lead us a little further along the path to Maker's End. But what I really need right now are some medicinal herbs.
This will be useful later.
Yeah, health potions help. Again, not my preferred method of healing, but a viable one nonetheless. I mean, medicinal herbs are just so easy to get, and it's a lot easier to press one button than having to cycle through using Z and X, and then you have to press F to actually use the item. It can get very complicated. There's a fox there. I really need that fox's drops, but I need medicinal herbs more right now. So I'm gonna have to pass and get those medicinal herbs. There is a data point right there. Let's get that. The fox is now over there. I'm just hoping I can get it from a distance without any of those machines seeing me. Yes, we got the fox skin. So that means we can go to, I think, any trader in Meridian. And we are not in Meridian, but on the way to Meridian. So anything after, what was that place called? Anything after Day Tower. I believe we can go to any merchant in that area.
Tough, but I'm used to it.
And we can get the golden fast travel pack. So that machine has damage on it, so I think that's where Erend must be.
It's Erend. He hasn't showed up.
What is that machine? It's a watcher. It's also razors.
We can flank them! Go!
Is that a grazer? No, that's a lancer. So its weakness. It doesn't really seem to have one, but those look like blaze canisters that can be exploded. It looks like the fire damage is the most viable option. There we go. That takes care of that, and then another one and a corrupted watcher to take care of.
Glad that's over with.
Looking
Then
good.
we managed to not take any damage. So that'll be good, because then we can go throughout the environment.
Come on over here and have a word.
Loot what we can. And there should be more medicinal herb brush on the
Come on,
way.
what are you waiting for?
What are you doing out here all alone? Where are your men?
I'm not gonna risk their lives. I don't mind putting my worthless ass on the line, but not theirs. Sorry I had to drag you into it.
Don't worry. This is just an average day for me. You know, take down some machines, track some killers.
Right. I'd hate to see a busy morning for you. Ready to get started?
Are you sure you're all right?
Well, I'm sober, so no.
Well, I'm glad you're thinking straight at least.
Don't get used to it.
Tell me exactly what happened to Ursa. Start from the beginning.
No one knows for sure. She left in the middle of the night with a few of her best men.
Her best men? But she didn't bring you?
No. I'd been drinking a lot. Or maybe she thought... damn, I don't know. I couldn't hack it. Search parties found their bodies the next day, and the corpses of some Shadow Karja cowards. It was an ambush. The Shadow Karja are animals. They beat her so bad we can't even show her face before burial.
I'm so sorry, Erend.
Yeah, well, when I find the soldiers who did this, they'll be sorry too.
You don't have any idea why she left in the middle of the night?
No. But it must have been urgent. A message, a report of some new Shadow Karja threat, I don't know.
Why would the Shadow Karja do this?
Because they hate us. And Ursa most of all. She teamed up with Avad to kick their asses out of Meridian. They've been licking their wounds for 2 years, but they finally found a way to get back at her.
All right. Show me where Ursa fell, and I'll do what I can to help.
Come on, follow me.
Alright, so that means on the way we can collect resources, which I'm sure we'll need. Since it's a main quest, there's probably a boss fight at the end. I won't go out of my way to collect
come all the way out here.
every resource I see, but at least the medicinal
make
stuff I will. Like that one right there.
Shadow Karja territory?
No. They broke the ceasefire as soon as they set foot in the cleft.
It's not medicinal, but it's on the way. You can see how that one skill
Almost there.
makes the medicine pouch a lot more viable.
Alright, this is it. Where the ambush happened. Our soldiers have been over it, but maybe that fancy artifact of yours
Those
can find a
bloodstains
clue or something.
are not the kind
Please.
that pool around a corpse. They look
I need
like
to find the bastards that did this.
smears. Arrows scattered there. They look good as new. Never fired.
They were planted there.
These look like drag marks. Did someone move a body through here?
What do you see there?
This stain forms a line, as if blood dripped off the edge of something, like a cart. See? Cart tracks. I think someone moved the bodies here, then scattered them across the field.
Wait. Are you saying the dead found here were killed somewhere else? But why would the Shadow Karja do that?
At this point, I'm not taking it for granted that the Shadow Karja are responsible.
Of course they were.
Well, let's follow these tracks and find out.
Now we have another track to follow. I did see there was some medicinal berries this way, so we'll be sure to get those.
Keep that for later.
More medicine along the way, that's always helpful. There's even more right there. So it seems like they're giving you enough for a fight, so I'm assuming that's what will be next. I'm not gonna bother saving on the way. If we die, we die. If not, then it's not as big of a deal if we don't save. But it'll auto-save by
why fake an ambush?
There's more to this.
Activating the quest once we get into the main area, so it won't even be that big of a deal. So watch, you're here. Ooh. Ancient debris with a metal vessel.
These guys aren't Shadow Karja. They're from my tribe, the Asaram.
Is this how your people usually greet each other?
Alright, so that takes us directly into the line of fire, immediately taking a bunch of damage. Wow, I did not realize we were that close to dying. I keep hitting caps lock by accident instead of shift. Headshots are the best thing we can do here.
Uh-oh. What's that?
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
That is the last thing I want to hear.
Keep them guessing.
Oh, shoot. I don't want to fight that. Let's drink this potion. Which that did all of our potion health, then some. I mean, don't get me wrong, this thing is a hard enemy, but we did a lot more damage than I thought we would, just by getting one critical strike on it. That's right, these guys actually have weapons you can knock off and use against them. We might be able to grab that one. I can't get in close enough. Use their own weapon against them. There we go. Hopefully that's the last of them, which it looks like it is.
Asaram, not Shadow Karja. Looks like I was wrong about everything, as usual. Please, use that second sight of yours. I have to know what really happened.
I'm on it.
The first thing I'm doing is looting these Ravagers. They did enough of my health to, make me use all of the medicinal berries that I have gathered on the way.
What are those leather straps? Armor straps, cut with a knife, and a rock with blood on it.
I worked too hard killing these Ravagers to not loot them. Let's see, what else will the focus tell us? Stuff this way. Oh, did I... Oh, I did just walk over something.
They're shattered. Something hit these stones. Something I've never seen before.
Maybe the Ravager? With its cannon that nearly shredded us behind a rock? Ever think about that? Okay, so everything's out in that main area. It seems. Oh, everything's about right here.
These look like Vanguard weapons. There's no blood on them. Ursa's men didn't fight back.
So... this story just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Is it the cactus? Or does it want me to
So much
look at the blood stain?
A lot of people died here. A massacre.
Okay, so there's still something that I haven't seen yet. It looks like it's down below. Or is it? Oh, it's right here. Is it? That looks like something I can investigate. There's footprints there. What else would it be? Something behind this wall. No, everything looks to be about this area. I already went over the rocks. I already went over that. Over the blood stains. Oh yeah, what was that? That thing they used to draw in those machines. What am I missing here?
Looks like you could
that
mount
right
some
there.
equipment on that thing. There, by the tripod. A used power cell.
Now I know it takes a power cell to fire whatever weapon they had there. These things are not easy to come by either.
This is Ursa's helmet. I thought she died in the field below, but it must have been here. All this trickery. For what? Feels like it's just to torture me.
I have a theory. But it takes a little imagination.
So far, your theories are better than other people's facts.
All right. I think the Oseram ambushed Ursa and her men with a new weapon. They mounted it on that tripod up there. It fires waves of force, maybe sound. Looks like it cracked the stone there. I think it paralyzes people instead of killing them. It dropped the vanguard right there. No blood on their weapons. No fight.
But why paralyze them if you're only gonna move them and gut them?
They were trying to hide something. Look here, a bloody rock.
That they used to smash Ursa's face in.
Or someone else's. These leather straps have been cut, as if they took the armor off someone.
That can't be. Her body is lying in state in Meridian. I saw it.
You said she was unrecognizable. Maybe they switched another body into her armor, someone around the same size, and mutilated it enough so it could have been anyone, even Ursa. Go back to Meridian. Take another look at that body. If it's really Ursa, of course I'm wrong. But if I'm right...
Then my sister could be alive. I'm going. Meet me back there when you can.
So that takes care of that main quest. That was a little more difficult as we had to take down 2 Ravagers. But that does also mean that we have to go back to Meridian. So I will fast travel there. I really want to get on with the other main quest. The one that we have to go to Maker's End, because it's kind of where the story really picks up. But at the same time, I don't want to travel that far just right now. But also with that said,
let's have a chat.
I just need a regular type merchant, not a specialty. What about you? You do the boxes, so no, you won't work. I knew he was specialty, but I think some of the specialty merchants sell some normal stuff, but this guy should be able to sell me the golden fast travel pack. So now I don't have to worry about fast traveling to places and running out of fast travel packs. Let's get back to our main quest journey. Seems it is this way. We are getting very close to that 1 hour mark, so I might have to continue this at the beginning of the next episode. Just because I don't want this to go over the hour mark. It can go over by a little, but 10 or 20 minutes we're kind of pushing. So we can talk to Murad.
Greetings, Aloy. I am known as Blameless Murad. Please come with me. You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Erend?
He's inside, attending the Sun King, where we should be without further delay. Follow me, please.
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor of him. Unpleasant, but that's politics. The Sun King is eager to meet you, the machine tamer with a curious eye for detail. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
So now we can actually meet the Sun King, Avad. We only saw him for a brief period of time in the proving. I hate it when you have to follow people in
Ignore
games
them.
and they're just so
Nobles
slow.
are like children who whine when they don't get a second helping of dessert.
I guess I can craft ammo, and he's probably not going to make too much progress.
What's the Sun King like?
The most important thing is what he isn't like. His father. I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
Aloy of the Nora. She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Erend, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee. I gave it to Ursa when we were kids, fighting over a toy sword.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among the Oseram. A warlord named Dervahl.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other Oseram had the motive and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitchcliff.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the Oseram. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well. Erend, Murad, let me discuss it with her privately. I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
It sounds like Ursa means a lot to you.
Without her Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign. Since then, it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. But Ursa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
Who is Dervahl exactly?
To understand Dervahl, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was broken. He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the Oseram. Dervahl fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured Dervahl's wife and daughter and sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
So, why would Dervahl go to so much trouble to kidnap Ursa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people. And she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. Dervahl has spent every moment since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other Oseram who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies, I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
I'd like to ask you something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
They call you a sun god who killed his own father in order to unite the tribes in harmony. Is any of it true?
They say you can see the invisible, split an arrow at 50 paces, and tame machines at a glance. How much of that is true?
It's not too far off.
Well, I would like to unite the tribes in harmony, but you saw how many courtiers I have to deal with first. Maybe next week.
Quite a place you've got here. You can almost see the little people below the mesa.
You don't approve? Well, I have a secret for you. Neither do I. But we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all, while men live in palaces?
It might. Eventually. If people like you help me bring it about.
Your politics seem very complicated. The Oseram are friends, but enemies too?
I couldn't have liberated Meridian without the help of Ursa and her Oseram freebooters. Many of them have settled here. But the Ealdormen of the Oseram clans in the Claim have become jealous of their success. So have many Karja nobles. It's a volatile situation, especially given the fact that my father raided the Oseram for years. Ursa helps keep the peace, promising a future based on mutual gain. But some, like Dervahl, will never let go of their venom.
What can you tell me about the Shadow Karja? What do they have to do with Ursa?
They are remnants of my father's regime, holding out at the fortress of Sunfall to the west. Like him, they care only for domination, and seek to draw upon the power of the sun by spilling blood in its name. Since Ursa helped me take this city from them, they were perfect scapegoats. Dervahl knew this, of course, and planned it well.
I need to get going.
I know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find Ursa.
Who says that?
Well, Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erend if you have further questions.
Alright, so we are a little bit past our 1 hour mark, so I am going to end this episode here. We will continue to in our next episode. Now this main quest is a lot longer. Obviously I know since I've done it before I need to gear up a lot more. So we'll probably be focusing on some side quests, earning some shards, XP, skills, stuff like that in the next episode. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.